You know what, Activision? There's something that you need to hear right now. Vanguard was the first Call of Duty title not to be #1 sold game in the period of 12 months in the US from a tweet. Call of Duty lost 50 million players last year. Call of Duty Vanguard was the worst selling game, worst selling title in the last 14 years in the UK. You know what? You could sit there and give me, oh, the disappointing sales of COD Vanguard is squarely on the World War II settings, but we all know that game has multitude of issues. Let's not get into the fact that false advertisement of Operation Monarch with King Kong versus Godzilla. Now, as far as the whole Call of Duty Modern Warfare 22 artwork reveal, looks clean, sweet. I love it. Now, I heard there's going to be a 5 weapon attachments returning. And I also heard that there's going to be a Call of Duty, a online multiplayer reveal trailer coming out in August. So we'll see how that goes. Have online multiplayer FPS peaked? It was a video from the Gamer 2323. I'm going to respond to that question right now. Yes. And I'll even go as far to say that it peaked in the 7th video game generation. Yes, it had that Battlefield, Halo, Call of Duty like in those games, but at least you have variety. Everyone was playing something like Brink and Medal of Honor 2010, 2012, Warfighter. The list goes on and on. Ever since then, the last generation and the current generation, the 8th and the 9th, right now, you have very little creativity. You have Splitsgate, which is kind of like Halo 3 type of online multiplayer, free-to-play game. And you have Hell Let Loose, World War II video game, and Enlisted, a World War II video game. So, other than that, it's not looking good at all for the FPS genre. I'm talking about online multiplayer-wise. And the big 3, which is the Call of Duty, Battlefield, Halo, they look extraordinary small right now. Vanguard is getting kicked around pretty good, and it's Activision and other developers' fault. Battlefield 2042, I have not played that game since the beta. I'll play it sometime later next month or July. Play it the first couple of weeks, see how I feel about it, but that game is not doing good at all. And Halo Infinite, I never thought Halo video game, much less Halo Infinite, would be in that position that it's in. So shape up or ship out, developers and publishers. That's all I can tell you. Starfield and Redfall been delayed till next year. Fans bummed out. I get it. I'd rather for a game to be released, polished, less issues versus release now, fix later. What we have seen, not only last generation, but parts of the 9th gaming generation, which is current generation right now. Been seeing that too many times. I don't want to see a game to be the next No Man's Sky or Cyberpunk 2077. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody. Now, is it the end of FeiLong and Street Fighter? Nah, I don't believe that. Nah. There's an article that I read, and they're going to remove it based on the respect of the family of Bruce Lee and all this other stuff. And there fans were angry about that, but others like, hold on, did Capcom make a statement about that? So if not, why get angry over it? Let's wait and see how it plays out. Now, for me, I think FeiLong is one hell of a character in the Street Fighter franchise. He pays homage to the late, great Bruce Lee more so than other characters that tried to pay homage to late, great Bruce Lee. I mean, think about it. Liu Kang from Mortal Kombat? Martial Law from Tekken? Maxi from Soul Calibur? Okay. King of Fighters? I can keep going. The bottom line is, there are fans out there want to see FeiLong in Street Fighter 6. I want to see him. It's cool. The last time we saw FeiLong in a Street Fighter video game was Street Fighter 4, okay? And fans want to play him. If I ever play online, that's I'm cringing right now, gritting my teeth right now. I'm gonna use FeiLong. So like I said, just wait and see what Capcom does, and just wait and see if they gonna say something about that. Now, as far as sports, I don't know how in the world that the Phoenix Suns, who went 64-18, the best record in the NBA, #1 seed in the West, they just laid the biggest egg at home in Game 7 in the Western Conference semifinals against the Dallas Mavericks, which, by the way, they lost in the Western Conference Finals to the Golden State Warriors in 5 games. I picked Dallas Mavericks to win. I don't know why I did that. But, man, Phoenix Suns, it was so bad at one point, they were down by 46 points. Not on the road, ladies and gentlemen and sports fans. We're talking about at home. Second quarter was the start of it all. Look at the box scores. Go rewatch the games. I did when it happened. I'm like, huh? What? Seriously? For real? Wow. I mean, my father was stunned. My little brother was stunned. I was shocked. I'm like, wait, huh? So there have been I heard that the DeAndre Ayton and head coach Monty Williams got into a little tussle and everything on the sideline during the game and everything. It's supposed to be handled internally, stuff like that. I mean, everybody's taking shots at Chris Paul. He's not a point god. He is one hell of a point guard, but he's not a point god. Elite point guards don't allow this type of thing like what we saw happen, especially at Game 7 at home in the second round of the NBA playoffs. He's still going to be in the Hall of Fame. He will. One day he will. Now, the NBA Finals between the Boston Celtics versus the Golden State Warriors. That's going to be a very interesting game. And it's all about, can the Boston Celtics slow down the Golden State Warriors? Can they not turn the ball over, have less turnovers, and last but not least, don't go into these little dry spells during their runs? That's where it gets them in trouble. Like the last two rounds, we've seen Boston Celtics drop home games, especially potential game ending series. So they're going to have to bring their A game against Golden State Warriors. Now, as far as them, which is Golden State Warriors, they just going to have, everybody's have to contribute. It's not just Steph Curry or Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Looney, Wiggins, Poole. Everybody has to pitch in, you know. And I think playing Memphis Grizzlies helped them out a lot. It really did. I definitely see the Golden State Warriors winning the NBA title in 6 games over the Boston Celtics. So, in the world of Hollywood, She-Hulk is coming to Disney Plus on August 17th. I saw the trailer about 3 times. It looks good. Not great because of the character model of the CGI character model of the She-Hulk. She looks weird. I heard they're working on her as of right now. So it's going to be fun. It'll be fun between the Smart Hulk and the She-Hulk. That's going to be fun. A little bit of family affair. In the world of anime and manga, Black Clover is coming back, but it's going to be the final arc. The creator is taking 2-3 months off, and I'm getting back to watching One Piece. I'm at episode 290 right now. That's where I picked up. I mean, that's where I left off. So I've been watching a little bit of that on Cartoon Network. I can see why One Piece fans consider it to be the anime's or / manga's GOAT. So before I leave, what happened in the supermarket in Buffalo, New York, where 10 people were gunned down. Well, all of them were black, and majority of them were elder by a white supremacist demon. I'm upset about that. It irritates me to no end. What really infuriates me more is that story, that coverage got less of it compared to Will Smith slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars back in March of this year. I better leave that alone before I go off the deep end and say something I'm going to regret. And everybody's blaming Twitch because they should have took that video down sooner and quicker, whatever. You get one mass shooting, and then you got another one. This time, Uvalde, Texas, 70-80 miles west of my hometown, San Antonio, Texas, at Robb Elementary School, where 21 people were killed, 2 female teachers, and 19 kids. I have to throw the weight scale out the door in terms of my anger. I'm at 1,000,000 right now. I am. We're talking about kids going to school, getting an education, getting ready for the summer, getting ready for next school year. Instead, they're dead because this murderous idiot being bullied, being picked on, and this, that, and the third, abusing animals, recording it on his phone and whatever. Look, we all been bullied. We've been picked on. We don't go around finding a high-powered weapon to take out our anger and frustration out on innocent people. I don't understand it at all. Yes, everybody should blame the shooter. Absolutely. But let's not let the cops off the hook. You hear the stories, you're like, 45 minutes to over an hour? You waited? Where you got one mom wanting to get into the school to get her children. She's being handcuffed. I understand the cops holding them back because they don't want the parents to become casualties. But it's just... my goodness, man. Wow. Just sitting around waiting while that murderous idiot just having a grand old time just murdering kids, man. And of course, to politicians, to everybody else, quit with blaming entertainment medium. I'm talking about video games, movies, books, music, everything. Stop blaming it for society's ill wills. I don't know how many times I'm going to say it. I am tired of it. Tired of the bull jive. Cut it out. Golly, 8 mass shootings in 13 years in my home state of Texas. What the hell is going on? And let's not forget my home state had a blizzard last year. Anytime a weapon, a high-powered weapons, has more value, has more rights than a woman's rights, worth more than children's lives, it's a problem. Enough of prayers and thoughts and condolences. They still mean something, but it's nothing but white noise at this point. Enough of that. Action. Time for action. Time is now. This is pathetic. This is beyond ridiculous. I'm sorry for making a 14-minute video. I just got to get that off my chest. I've been holding it in since the whole thing happened, and that includes Buffalo, New York shooting. Black folks can't do anything, can't go anywhere, can't mind their own business without some murderous white supremacist demon decide to claim innocent lives. And now you got kids in Texas. At this point, I don't even know what to think. I don't know what to say anymore. All I know is you have to take age of 21 or 25 to own a gun. Same way with purchasing alcohol, cigarette products. Do what you got to do. This is ridiculous. It shouldn't be so easy for people to get their hands on and treat mental health seriously. Time's now. Enough with this crap. I'm out. As far as the not Veterans Day, but Memorial Day is more than just out there barbecuing and hanging out with friends and family and strangers. It's about remembering those who served in the military and gave their lives for our freedom. And this is the very same damn country treats its veterans like an afterthought, like yesterday's news, thrown in like trash. The United States of America, the greatest country in the world, huh? Bunch of trash, bunch of crap. And with that, salute.